final bond commission meeting today. Some of the highlights: more money for transportation and incentives for companies to create more jobs. Governor said today, despite criticism, he leaves office at the end of the month, having created more private sector jobs than any other administration. Our chief Capitol reporter Susan Raff tells us what the governor feels are the biggest accomplishments in state spending.
The last bond meeting with Governor Malloy was held Tuesday morning. Malloy has consistently made transportation a top priority. In this meeting, $91 million was approved for new exit and entrance lanes on 84. There's also grant money for towns that want bike and walking trails. Malloy says we must continue to make improvements.
None of us is an ostrich, but many people are ostrich-like. They'd rather hide from the problem than address the problem.
While Connecticut has still not recovered all of the jobs lost from the recession, Malloy says under his leadership, 100,000 private sector jobs have been created, the most ever, he says, under any governor, and state government is now 13% smaller.
I am proud that Connecticut has fewer municipal employees and state employees than it did on the day I became governor.
Improvements will also be made to the state pier in New London. Needed repairs will be made, making the area better for cargo and more business opportunities, including offshore wind power generation. This is something Governor-elect Ned Lamont is pushing for, saying it will create many new jobs. Republican State Representative Chris Davis has been a strong critic of some of Malloy's proposals. He questions some of the transportation spending.
$13 million, I think, of that went to bike trails and walkways. You know, is that truly the necessity of the state of Connecticut right now when we have bridges and other highways crumbling, or is it something that is just a kind of want rather than a need?
Governor Malloy also pointed out that despite the recession and tough budget times, Connecticut still needs to spend money in order to be competitive. He also feels that some of the bad, negative conversations and talk about the state didn't help. Susan Raff, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.